Hi everyone, my name is Jarrell Santiago. Soldier in the United States Army and currently deployed in ID'd Air Base Qatar. Currently married with two boys, an 8-year-old and a 7-month-old. The topic of this video is going to be a full disclosure video, meaning I'm trying to put my finances out there and get some constructive criticism from the audience. My current situation is I'm deployed. Been deployed since September. Came from Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Um, I've deployed to a dependent restricted location, which allows me to move my family over to New York. But moving to New York has come with a price. Living in New York City is more expensive than living in Oklahoma. So the good news is my income is increasing in a few ways. My income before the deployment was about $3,000 per month, and actually it doesn't count the housing allowance that I received at the time for Oklahoma. My basic allowance, housing allowance increased to by $2,400 a month with the New York City rate, and then my wife, who was in the military and yeah, she's out at this point, is using her GI Bill and going to school full time, and she gets the New York City housing rate of $3,600 a month. The bad news is when I was trying to get situated, I maxed the two credit cards that we had. Between the two, I owed over $12,000, and then I had moving costs that I wasn't aware of. So I took out two loans that equaled about $8,000, and I took out an advance of $2,600. So on top of that, back in July of 2015, I got into a timeshare deal that I didn't want to get into, but I'm stuck in it now. It's a 10-year deal, and the loan that I have on that is about 14.5. So, needless to say, I started off and I was a wreck, just honestly a wreck. Um, so by the end of this deployment, I'm hoping to put a big dent in paying the debt off. Um, in a few ways, I might be able to be debt free. I don't know. We'll see. As of September, I had again two loans, two credit cards, and the timeshare. My major goal while I'm here is to pay off the loans and the credit cards. I want to save money after that, and then I'm projecting that I'll save about 10 grand by next year. And then the reason why I want to save the money is I don't want to get back into. I don't want to go through what it took to get everything moved over here. For example, like me having to pull out $8,000 in personal loans, and also the advance of 2,600. It was, it's just frustrating. Um, I want to be able to have that money saved and not have to pull out money from personal loans or acquire any more debt anymore. So that's the reason why I want to do that. Right now, it looks like I'm going to be leaving Qatar by September. Um, I have a school that I need to go to, through the military. So I'm not sure if that's going to extend my time. If it did, I might have to do like a 6 month advance or extension to stay in Qatar. But that may help or hinder. I'm not really sure. It's not complete yet. So I've been listening for the show for a while. You know, when I do another video, it'll be interesting to see where I went wrong in a sense, because I've been listening to Dave Ramsey since 2012. I've been doing a budget, but ultimately when it was like time for me to come out here, I was like, I kind of saw like all the zeros in a way. So then I was just like, in order to get out here and do all that, I was like, oh, it, I just ended up maxing the credit cards. I ended up getting loans. I just, you know, but in the long run, all this stuff, you know, should be paid off. The only thing that's hurting me right now is the timeshare. So I'm looking to what Dave Ramsey advertised, which is the timeshare extra team. We haven't gotten any. Trying to get the those offices to call my wife because she has like all the paperwork, the deeds and stuff like that. So they'll be able to review the case and then see, if there's a way to get out of the timeshare, um, instead of having to pay this off for the long run. And then how much that will be, how much will the debt be reduced by? I'm not sure. I've heard that it's been like it takes like $4,000 just to get this timeshare reviewed by their lawyers, and so far, I pay about two. I pay 247.28, so that's 25. About 250. Um, I've been paying for about 18 months, so I've put in at least 5,000 into at least 5,000 into it. So including like the 250 a month, and then the timeshare maintenance fee is about 850. So it's been a lot. I do my budget by percentages. So I take a percentage of my income, and that's how I figure out how much I'm going to put towards savings, how much I put toward debt. Now I listen to Dave Ramsey, and another guy that I listen to is Victor Antonio. Um, for some reason, he's like lesser known. I hate to put that out there, but he actually just did a show called Life or Debt, and I was hoping that he would get like a second season because it's actually pretty good. One of the easiest things he said was his 30-30-30-10 rule, which is pay 30% toward your house, 30% toward personal expenses, 30% toward a debt and savings ratio. So if you got debt, you should be putting a lot toward your debt, um, and then the rest should go into savings if there is. So and then the 10% should you should be able to enjoy your money. So what I'm currently doing is just like that. My debt and savings, the things I have for savings, and I know what Dave Ramsey normally says. He says just shut off the savings, put it all toward debt, and so that is a possibility. But what I've been doing is I have two IRAs. My wife had her IRA since she had joined the military. I started an IRA back in 2012. So we both contributed about $100 for that, nothing much. And then I also started my son's college 529 funds, both putting $50 a month into that. So I've had Alex's up for about maybe a year or 2 years. And I just started my second son's, my Matthew's 529 about a couple months ago. Actually, my wife did that. So we both have a joint account, but for some reason I can't see it through my USAA account. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going through in a nutshell. What I would like to do is do a show my budget on screen so everyone can kind of see what we're doing. But my computer is not doing so good. I've already tried to do the video before, and it just cuts in and out. So technical difficulties on that side. Um, I've I've seen people do paper budgets and stuff like that, so I might consider just putting in front of the screen that way. But I am working on it, so Yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, keep in touch. Leave a message down in the comments, and I hope to see you guys later. And just leave any recommendations you have. Thank you very much.